Can anything good come out of prison? That's a question that I've heard a lot of people ask over the years. And you know what? People asked the same question about Jesus when they asked, can anything good come from Nazareth? You know, I think about that, and I think about where I came from. I think about the 20 years in prison that I endured. And I have to ask myself, are you good? You came out of prison. Is there anything good in you? Well, ironically enough, I have helped found and establish a motorcycle ministry unlike any other. I preach God's word on a weekly basis, and I'm helping people all the time. I'm giving of myself instead of taking for myself. So, yeah, you know what? That is good. I did 20 years in the joint for aggravated robbery. I wish I could go into all of the gory details, all of the day-to-day struggles that I had to face just to survive the penitentiary. But I'll save that one for later. In the meantime, let me share this with you. There are some good things that can come out of prison. There are good men and women that can step out of prison and become productive citizens of society. There are people that have been incarcerated but have decided to change while they were incarcerated so that when they got out, they were a different person. I gave my life to the Lord in the penitentiary. I began to grow spiritually in prison. I began to understand the consequences of my actions in prison. And I began to see that I had hurt a lot of people with my selfishness, with my sin. And when I gave my life to the Lord, you know what? He began to stir within me a desire to go back into the prisons once I got out. Imagine that. Doing 2 decades in prison, only to have God say, go back when you get out. And you know what? That's exactly what I've done. I was out about 1 year before I started going back inside. And I've loved it ever since. Our ministry is unique in that we cater to the incarcerated, both physically and spiritually. We understand the nature of incarceration. We want to set the captives free. And with that comes feeding the hungry, visiting the sick, clothing the naked, and giving the least of those a drink of water. That's Christianity. That's our ministry in a nutshell. You want to know more? Come and see.